Hey, listen up. We got another episode of Wise Kracks, featuring the crack man himself, Bill Krackomberger, and our co-host, John Orlando, straight from Las Vegas. Wise Kracks is your ticket inside the world of sports betting, with tips, picks, special guests, and more. Only on WSN.com.
Welcome back to another episode of Wise Kracks. The Super Bowl was insane, and I've got Bill Krackomberger across the country right now reporting live. Where are you? Atlantic City? Where are you?
Yeah, I'd rather not even say where I am.
Okay.
I might have a hit squad after me.
Oh,
Just kidding.
he's in Connecticut. Maybe he's in Rhode Island.
Super Bowl.
What?
How honest someone in media is to say they had a losing Super Bowl. My first losing Super Bowl that I can remember. I mean, I didn't, lose tons, but I mean, anytime a score is like 73 points, it's going to be tough for someone that bets unders on some things to win. And in general, every sharp, wise guy I know, lost a little bit or broke even.
Yeah.
So it's not, this is nothing unusual, I guess, because they don't score as many points very often. But even my overs I had like Sanders over. And he unluck. I mean, you know what? I shouldn't say it's unlucky because I don't think he was, unless he was really that hurt. He got hurt, went to the locker room for the whole first quarter, came out, got a couple handoffs. I think he wasn't himself. So, I had a lot of things on Sanders over, had Tony over. He had the one big catch. That was it. And, if you've seen the score, I would have thought I would have won my Tony overs. So didn't do that. And in general, but some things were good too. Chiefs over team total, which is an easy one to get down on. I sent out to everyone over 12.5, and that, actually it was 11.5 and 12.5. That went over. So I mean, some of the things like I said, I needed Kelsey to have one more catch, believe it or not, 6 catches, which was hard to believe. You see all these points, you figure you got to win that.
6 catches, you would have thought could have happened in the first quarter with Kelsey.
He had 3, right? He had 3 on the first drive.
Yeah.
3 the rest of the game.
That's so crazy how that works.
I think it was something like that. So, I think it was 3 in the first. But anyway,
it was a great game.
It was a good game. It was a good game. As the sports books, I didn't expect them to win even at the rate they did, but the sports books did win. I just figured that everyone bet the over. So it seemed like everyone was betting over. And but the Eagles money was the big thing. I mean, I talked to some of the sports books that were at 70%. One was at 88% of the money coming in as of Friday.
That's crazy to me.
So everyone, Eagles money out here in Delaware Park, the line was 3. Just to let you know, it was 1.5 everywhere. Here, the Eagles were given 3, so that's how much Eagles money was coming in. They couldn't take it no more.
Wow.
It was 3 points was the line in the casino. Yeah. So again, it's on to college basketball. But I feel bad for, listen, even though my own money, I feel bad for everyone else. That I try to help everyone too. I'm just trying to help them, share them with some people.
Yeah.
Giving out my bigger ones on my site and stuff. And hey, it happens. And what are you going to do?
Do you think the Eagles blew it, or do you think the Chiefs played that great?
The Eagles blew it.
The
Chiefs played great second half. The Eagles defense was terrible.
Yeah.
Yet I think their defensive coordinator was just hired as a head coach in Arizona. But I think I read that anyway. I really don't follow after the game. I really don't follow too much media. But I did see some numbers and stuff of betting. But as far as that goes, but I think the Eagles defense was just terrible. They were, considering how good they were for the regular season, they just. Both defenses were not good. Obviously, when they're scoring 73 points,
right,
defenses are having some problems. So,
Hurts looked great.
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers in the game. Look at the stats. Look at the time of possession. Look at all these things. The Eagles, they kind of blew it. Sure, yeah. When Hurts had one of the best games of a quarterback in the Super Bowl. I mean, he rushed for 71 yards.
Yeah.
He rushed for 71 yards. He threw for 310 or something like that. I mean, what a game. 3 touchdowns. How about the things he did during the game? God, really good. I mean,
he
really
completed
amazing.
that crazy prop bet, right?
Yeah. It's funny. I didn't know what the octopus even was.
I never heard of it.
So the guy that makes the touchdown and gets the 2-point conversion will be the same for if they go for 2-point conversion. Let me tell you something. That shouldn't be 14-1. That should be 140-1.
Right.
I mean, even though they do go for twos now, that's maybe 140, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, where were you for the Super Bowl?
I was home. It's funny. I sent Dana White a text on Super Bowl Sunday, but about an hour before the game, and I said, we're both on that keto diet, right? So I sent him a text and I said, I'm sorry, but I'm definitely having Doritos today. And I thought I was going to get a response like, me too. I'm off the diet today or something. I thought we were going to have like a little camaraderie on that. And he wrote back, I will never crack.
Wow.
Then he sends me a video of the spread at his house, which was insane with donuts and cookies and like custom Super Bowl cake. And
oh, wow.
It looked amazing, Bill. So he's like, I will not crack. Even with all this at my house today, I will not crack. I'll never go off of keto ever. And then I sent back, oh my God, send location, meaning I was inviting myself to his house and he sent me his address. Wow. Did I blow it, Bill? Did I make a monumental mistake? Because I had like 40 people at the house myself. Should I have just left my own party and gone to Dana White's house? I think I should have.
Listen, that would have been very, is unclassy a word? I don't know, but that's not. You invite people to your house and
you can't bail on them, right?
You invite people to your house and you have the Domino's pizza you had, and then you have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, not cool to show up with all of my 39 guests, right? That would have been like to Dana's. Like, could I have done that?
Yeah, no. Well, that was cool though. That was nice. It was nice for him to, give me the address anyway.
Next year,
good,
maybe. I'll invite myself next year and see how it goes.
Well, I mean, John, I don't know 40 people. I'm dead serious.
Come on, yes, you do.
I don't. Absolutely not.
No,
I don't know 40 people in Las Vegas. No, I don't.
Well, of the 40.
I don't know 40 people good enough to, but I mean, passerby say a lot, but I don't know people. I don't know. I don't have 40 friends. Definitely don't.
I can tell you this, out of the 40.
By choice, by the way.
I only knew 25 of the 40.
Oh, okay.
People brought extra people,
So what do you do? Like, you have like a dedicated bathroom in one section for everyone to use? Like, you don't let them come and go into your master, do you?
Well, it was open. We didn't shut the door or anything, but there's bathroom downstairs and then bathroom upstairs.
I got to be real blunt. I don't want.
You don't want those people in your house.
I don't want 4 in my house. Never mind 40.
Am I one of the 4 that can come?
No, I'm saying like you have to. Listen, Entourage.
Right.
He had the big party for his brother.
Right.
Johnny Drama.
Yes.
He put a lock and a code on his bathroom door. Oh no, not even the bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom. And he put a porta potty in the house. He said people piss and miss.
Yeah.
So they're not going in there. They're going in the porta potty.
By the way, you say Entourage. I believe Travis and the rest of the gang here at the studio have just started watching Entourage recently for the first time.
Oh, man.
Yes.
By the way, that is my to-go-to show to get me in a good mood. If any dark moments come across me or anything, like I have that show. That
so
first
good.
Season, is Travis watching it? Did he say he's
You're watching it, right, Trav?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. I watched it. Every. It's it really is. I have 2 things. Rodney Dangerfield. I put him on immediately on Johnny Carson. I put him on, or I put on Entourage, and that gets me a little cheery.
Real quick, and then we'll go back to sports. I watched last night Jim Jeffries' new stand-up special on Netflix. You guys have got to watch it. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah. He's Australian. He's got
now the only thing with me is, John, I'm real tough on new comedians.
I promise.
I can watch Sebastian.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I'm not by the way, I can't go to a movie and watch a comedian. And I can watch no comedies. I'm not a comedy guy.
I agree with you, but listen to me. Watch Jim Jeffries.
Really?
Begging you on Netflix. Yes, if you like Sebastian, you're going to love this. You got to watch the most recent special, though. This is his best one. Okay. Just came out. Okay.
Okay, that's funny. And Sebastian's most recent special is not that good compared to the old ones. So that's interesting.
I agree with that, too. Okay. Okay, so where were we? Did we talk about the sports books coming out ahead? 14 consecutive Super Bowls? Is that possible?
Nope. Yeah, of course. They win every Super Bowl.
Every time, but even...
I'm surprised it wasn't more than that.
Atlanta had the shot to upset them, right? That one year. Atlanta could have thrown a wrench in it when they were up 28-3 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They blew it.
You're right about that. But like the Giants, like they 2.6 million lost. That's really spread out. That's not a lot. And you might as well call the 49ers Chargers even, because 397,000 they lost. The ones they won was like all in 15 million. I mean, it's just they're going to win the Super Bowl. Listen, there's so many different bets that people will just bet on. Look at this year. The game went over like that.
Yeah,
73 points, and they still lost money. I mean, you had places like FanDuel writing 50,000 tickets a minute. 50,000 tickets a minute.
That's unbelievable.
You cannot lose, even in a 100-point game. You can't lose money writing 50,000 tickets a minute.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, what a crazy stat that is, though. The sportsbooks have come out ahead. They've only lost the Super Bowl twice since 1991. 2008 Giants versus Patriots. They lost 2.6 million, and then in 95. Prior to that, 49ers and Chargers, they lost 397,000. Was that a lot back then in 95?
No, that's why I
no,
said
right? It's peanuts. No, even the 2.6 million is nothing, right? I mean, that's nothing for the sports books.
Just like our next topic is, football fans just are mostly just squares. I mean, already the game was there. They took two $1,000 bets on the Bears to win the Super Bowl next year. Come on, that points bet. I mean, that's just ridiculous. People, they get these chances. These teams have no chance. People want to bet on teams. Oh, maybe I should bet the Jets because they may get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, did the Jets do anything when they got Brett Favre? I mean, like there's the guys that they're in the end of their careers.
Crack. I literally 2 days ago told a friend, bet the Jets to win the Super Bowl next year.
I mean, it is what it is.
I literally just told someone 2 days ago, bet the Jets to win the Super Bowl, and now you just said they got no shot. You're killing me.
I mean, it is. Of course, I had no idea, but I mean,
but listen,
believe you.
The Eagles were like 25-1 at the beginning of this year, weren't they?
I don't think they were that high. But someone told me they did see him at 25-1 somewhere. Maybe
they were at least 20-1.
It might have been you, and maybe at that.
They were at least like 20-1, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm sure.
See, I say bet the Jets just hoping that they would get there, and then you just hedge.
Yeah.
Is that a dumb strategy?
If you could bet teams like that and you can start hedging when they get to like week 16 or something, maybe. Yeah, maybe you could. There's a way you can work that out, but I don't even know if they're going to get them anyway. I have no idea.
Yeah.
We don't know, but I heard rumor about that. So.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going on to that Chicago Bear thing and also the future. So the books will start opening up things for next year. Listen, the books love putting up stuff like this.
Right.
They love putting up these futures when they could take the money in now, and that futures will have a whole year to keep the money, make their little interest or whatever they do off the money. And then, of course, it's funny. I'm going to say that on those type of bets, 99% never come home. But
right.
On all money altogether, when people send money, I know, to the offshore world and deposit with a sports book, 85% of that money never goes home.
Wow.
That's how bad people are betting. 85%.
That's pretty crazy.
Never goes home. Oh, yeah. That's real numbers, too.
Yeah.
Last thing, I'll finish up on a Super Bowl. I was watching Rihanna, and I thought it was cool. I love that in sync, kind of dancing together and stuff. And pretty cool. She was up in the air. I was really impressed.
Yeah.
Until she grabbed her crotch and smelled her hands. I mean, that's so bad for kids. And there's kids watching at home. She's classless. Really, she really is ridiculous. I seen that and I was so annoyed. And I'm glad, like the New York Post and people on media going, by the way, people on Twitter, her own people, and people were going after her because they're watching the Super Bowl with their kids. I mean,
right.
Give me a break, Rihanna.
It's just funny if a guy did the equivalent of that, right? If he made like some obscene gesture down there, whatever, he would have been canceled immediately. Canceled.
Well, I don't know. Michael Jackson wasn't canceled. I mean, he grabbed his crotch a million times. I mean,
well, that's true.
Let me just tell you.
But we didn't cancel people back then.
He didn't sniff his hand after, though.
Right. That's the deal breaker. You can grab it, just don't sniff it.
Terrible.
That's the moral of the story.
Terrible example for kids. She's on my list.
She's on your list? Who else is on your list? Give us the top 3 on your list.
No, because people have misconstrued it and think it's racist or something, and that's the furthest from in the world that it is. It's not that at all. Of course,
Okay.
it's not. Listen, people in the sports book, I can't believe how many people come up to me in the sports book this year.
I've seen
so
it.
nice.
I
So
saw it. I
cool.
saw it when we were at
this Super
the
Bowl
Dean.
was sick. This Super Bowl was sick, though. This Super Bowl was like, I mean, everyone coming up to me asking me things. What? They just want winners, though. They just want winners. They just want
Right.
a winner. That's the bottom line. But really nice people, though. I had a good time. It's nice. It's nice to be. It's nice to be liked, and
Yeah.
it's nice to talk to other people and be my normal self and not try to act like someone I'm not. That's not me.
Yeah.
But it was just it's fun being relatable because I am Joe Public. I am with these people. I feel for them.
Right.
I stick up for most of them, as you could see. But a lot of the things I say against the sports books, I mean, I stick up for them. So anyway.
So let me ask you this,
on to
Bill.
basketball.
Yeah, I was going to say, now that the NFL is over, what's the next big sport for you right now? College hoops?
College basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, really no sport has treated my bankroll better than college basketball. So March Madness, I say March Madness, like, all right, is in the distance. It's less than a month away. It's like 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
I guess not 3 weeks, but it's a month away. I'm looking at 15th. Yeah, but you start getting ready. The conference tournaments are coming up. This will be here before we know it. So
give us some tips. Can you give us some tips today?
Yeah. I bet a lot of the lesser known teams a lot of times. I'm not looking to bet like the big team. Well, this year, like Alabama, I can't believe Alabama's actually as good as they are this year. But a lot of the teams, I don't bet it with the big teams and the big names. And everyone bets over the years. You have the same people loving to bet the Dukes, UNC, Kentucky's, Kansas, all these teams, Gonzaga. I kind of stay away from a lot. Not that I don't bet those games. I'll stay away from until March Madness. That first week of March Madness. Wait, I don't want to give away nothing now. It's too early. But that first week of March Madness is some fun stuff. Even with the bigger teams, of course, I'm going to be betting against them, but I bet against them a little bit more uniquely than most people do. I bet against them in different ways. So again, there's less known information about those teams, and the bookmakers don't know a lot about them, so the lines aren't set perfect. There's 351 Division I college basketball teams that translate into over 175 games on every given week. On a busy weekend, there's no way they can keep up. The bookmaker can't keep up with 100 games on the schedule on a Saturday. There's a lot of opportunities to be had, though. So we'll see going into the big dance and stuff. Boy, I tell you, the producer wrote, one of our guys wrote this up. It's such a big secret, and not secret, a big part of my game. And a lot of the pros kind of get mad about me saying it, but the sports books in Vegas caught on. They're charging more already for the 2 or the 3, but most sports books haven't. So you want to buy on to 2 or 3. So what that means is, John, if you're betting an underdog plus 2.5,
right,
you want to buy them to plus 3, the extra half a point. For $1.10 extra, it's worth more than that. The real number is worth more than that. Conversely, the opposite way, if you're betting a favorite minus 2.5, you want to buy them down to 2. You want to buy it onto the 2 or onto the 3 where you can push. You're not buying off to get to the half. You're buying it onto the whole number of 2 or 3.
I get it.
And that's the reason why is it's worth a lot more than the 10 cents. And especially the lower the total is, the more that the point buying is worth it. So that's really it. I'd rather talk. That's really the big thing about that. And I just don't want them to start charging more, which some of the books in Vegas charge more. I don't even you can't even bet like Circa or Westgate like plus 2 or 3 because they charge you 15 cents to 10. So totals, let's get on to totals. That's where a lot of the money is for me. I like betting over under on the totals. They're going to be in like between the 120 and 160 range. Teams that shoot a lot of 3-pointers play a fast pace type of a game, and it can be impacted more by specific kind of defenses. And really not going to go into game flow or theories or anything. I just to tell you, the totals is where I think compared to sides, I like betting a lot of totals.
And does that include first half totals too?
I'll do first half. I like doing first half sides. It's a pure number. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that more towards March Madness. But it's a pure number. In other words, there's none of the cheap fouls at the end of the game.
Right.
You have a team +7 and they're down by 4 and it lands on 8 because they kept on fouling. You don't get that in the first half. Whatever that number is, it's a pure number.
That's a great
the
point.
number. There's no fouling involved. So, lastly, is bankroll management. I preach this for all sports, though.
Yeah.
Not just basketball, but it's just key on basketball, like probably more than other sports. The games, there's so many games. They start early, they go late. I mean, on a Saturday, you could be betting games at 9 in the morning and again at midnight. So, people just automatically think, "Oh my God, I got to get out. I got to get out," and that. It's a trap. It's a trap, that night game. It's like the Monday Night Football game years ago in New York and Jersey when the week ended on Mondays. It literally went Tuesday to Monday. Monday was the last day because it was a trap. They get Monday Night Football. Everyone's trying to get out. They get double up, So it is a trap. Keep away from, keep on betting. Stop betting. Don't bet on games because you're on tilt because you lost earlier. It's something that it's just not what I do. And it's not what anyone should do ever. I did it as a kid. I was an idiot, absolutely. But bankroll management is the key to why those big buildings are built all over all these casinos are built and everything. Yeah.
Well said. I know you've always preached that. It's hands down the most important piece if you're going to be in this game long term, right? I mean, it's just if you can't manage the bankroll, you're out of the fight.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. What's going on with UFC?
Well, Robert, our producer, doesn't want to talk about it. I can tell you that. Bill, he is 0-6 against me in betting with me this year. I lost track of what restaurants he owes me meals at. I just know if he ever has the audacity to return to Las Vegas, I will eat like a king while he's here. But I don't know if he's going to do that or not.
So do you bet meals? Are you like you're up 3 meals?
I think
meals?
I'm up meals and money. I'm not positive.
Oh, wow.
I'm on the honor system. If I have to go back and look at clips and tape of the shows where we've made these wagers, I'll do it. But I know
he's saying here that you only we're getting texts.
He owes me $100 in a meal, right?
$100 in a meal,
and it looks like he's coming in March. So
so.
I'll have to ask do I get a +1 for the meal? If I do, you should come, Bill. Let's clean him out. Let's take him, and we're not eating at a buffet either, right? That's letting him off too easy. So, sure, clean poor Robert out, he writes. So, there's a huge UFC fight coming up in a couple of weeks. John Jones returns to heavyweight here in Vegas at T-Mobile Arena, and
wow, let me check my Don Vesey. Is there
March
odds on
4th.
that yet already?
I think it's pretty even, actually. See if it's up there. Yeah, it's got to be up there. He's fighting Cyril Gane for the heavyweight belt.
Nope, it's not. It's not up on this screen. I'm
really?
No. Nope. A lot of boxing.
Robert's typing in. John Jones is -150 right now. Somewhere.
It's up somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be like a DraftKings or something. It must be.
So why is he coming back?
He's coming back. He hasn't fought in maybe 3 years.
It can't be financially. He has to be a multimillionaire, right?
I would think, but you never know. But he said he was going to do this. He used to fight at light heavy. Now he took some time off. Well, he was suspended for a little while, but then even when he was off suspension, he I wait till we get to what I just read in the chat there. But he wanted to systematically really take time to move up to heavyweight and put the weight on properly, and that takes time. I
thought John Jones was a heavyweight. I didn't know that.
No, light heavy. Wow. Yeah, light heavy. So he's
going like lanky.
Yeah. So he's going up to heavyweight. He was fighting at 205, which is light heavy. Now he's moving up to heavy. And just breaking news, Bill Krackomberger, producer Rob is looking to go 0-7 against me because he's taking Gane. And I'm here to tell you, I'm in the winner's circle once again with producer Rob.
I don't know these guys. I know Jones is.
John Jones has never lost a fight on his record. If you look at his record,
he's Gane, a young kid, good.
Gane's a good. He's a kickboxer. He just fought Francis Ngannou. Was his last fight. I think that was his last fight, right, Rob? Yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, John Jones has only lost one fight on his record, if you look at his record, but that fight was a ridiculous disqualification that he lost. So no one's really ever beaten him, and what they disqualified him for was questionable. It was for elbows.
Now, will that be the main event too, John?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. March 4th.
Main event.
T-Mobile Arena.
Like
yeah.
These guys will get 7 figures for the fight?
For sure. For sure.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. Gon beat up Ty Tuivasa. Thank you, Rob. Yeah.
I know him too.
Yeah.
Wow, Gon beat him up. All right.
Yeah, I think that was might have been one of the bets that Rob lost to me. Now, if I remember correctly, I think he had Ty. Rob loses to me quite often, as you know, Bill. So, he's going to lose again March 4th. So put your best customers in John Jones to do what he always does, which is get his hand raised. John Jones will win that fight. There's a couple fights coming up in between that. I'm going to have him on the show after he wins the fight. Ode Osborne. He's a 125er in the UFC. He fights not this weekend, but next weekend. So after that, he fights on the 25th, we're going to have him on for a victory celebration. We're going to have Ode on the show. You'll love this kid. He's really great.
Nice.
Well, Bill, you may have had a losing Super Bowl, but you never have a losing year. You never have a losing quarter, for that matter. And so I want to remind everybody that, I give you ultimate respect because to a lot of people won't say, like you said earlier, they won't say they had a losing Super Bowl. They'll find the angle, the marketing angle, to say they won the coin toss prop bet or whatever, to say they were a winner. And you are transparent, and that's why everyone should download the Crack Wins app. It's on Apple, it's on Google Play, or just go to crackwins.com. You can sign up. And here's what I like. You're putting your money where your mouth is. You're giving people, I don't know if you've ever done this before, you're actually giving one free month.
Yeah. You're giving
Tell me about that.
Basic Place. Oh, we're giving people, try it out. You get a free month of Basic Place. And this way you could see what, kind of what we do, give you a little taste. And, hopefully you come in and realize the value of these things and the value of getting the best of the line and stuff. And because
there's no emotion with what you do. You've got a team, as a matter of fact, that does all the homework that the John Q. Public just doesn't do. And most people, they bet, I'm from San Diego, I bet the Chargers or whatever, right? They bet with their heart, they bet with their favorite player. You're emotionless when it comes to this. You don't have a love of any player or team. No. You might respect some of them, but you don't bet because of a certain team playing that you like, or that's not how you roll.
I don't know if I said it on this show or it was a different show I did last week. Like my buddy, Frankie down south. He said, "Oh my God, Brady retired." And I said, "F Brady. I don't care about him. Right? He cost me money being in this year. I don't care about him. He don't care about you. He's not going to do nothing for you. Why do you care about him?" I mean, I know everyone has to have a fan. You have to be a fan of something, I guess. I'm a fan of my bankroll. That's what I am. Sorry. My allegiance is my family and bankroll. Friends. That's it.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense.
But so we got a lot of things going on. College basketball.
PGA's right around the corner.
And
I remember for the last 2 years.
In swing here,
You've given out some great PGA bets.
Just in general, bets have been good. I'm really seriously debating on going to the Masters this year.
You went last year too, right?
No, didn't go last year. Never been there.
Why did I think you went last year?
There's a lot of hills and stuff. It's not easy.
Wait, you brought me back a shirt from somewhere.
Yeah, Frankie did.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. And people might laugh, but baseball's right around the corner. I mean, we're mid-February.
Pitchers and catchers.
This week report.
Today.
Okay. Oh, right. You're right.
A couple of teams went back today. I heard on the news this morning. But when you're back east, you listen to they have these stations that are all news all the time. 1010 wins, 880 on AM. And I grew up with them because my grandfather used to have them on his little white transistor radio. Yeah. Which I have, by the way. But 1010, it was always on in the house. Traffic and weather together. Give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world. I mean, it was so literally though, pitchers and catchers today, and baseball season it's my favorite season to go to a game, and I miss that. I miss going to games. I haven't really done that. I had last year, a couple of years, with COVID and stuff. I just never did it. And then last year I should have went and I didn't. I'll go this year. I love going to.
I'm coming with you to a game this year.
Love going.
Verbally binding agreement. Okay, I'm coming to a game.
Let's go.
Now,
let's go to a Dodgers game.
I like it. I'm in. Will you try? Are you going to try to defend your picking the MVP title prop bet? Are you going to defend that title?
That's something I probably can never do again. A 33 to 1, 30 to 1, 33 to 1, depending on when you got it. So tough to do that. So, but I always have a lot of good information like that. I get a lot of good inside scoops off people. Wow. So it's been yeah. Listen, it is something that you guys don't. You said it before. Let my guys do the work. Me and my guys.
Yeah.
You guys just work your 40, 50-hour weeks like you should, and make your money and put a little bit aside for sports betting and build your bankroll with the Crack Wins app. There you go.
Well said, Bill Krackomberger. And there's a note in here. Betfred is finally going to be open at Virgin.
Betfred's finally going to be open.
When? Do you know when? Will you go to that? Are you going to go to, like, is there an opening party?
I can actually Google that and see. I mean, I'd like to know when they're going to be open.
There's a UFC fight at Virgin next month in March.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's March.
Is it a big one or not? Not really, I guess.
No. I think it's March 11th maybe, or the 18th, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. So hopefully they'll be open by that. I would think that would make sense. Get open by that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Big story in Vegas, John, that we didn't talk about here is Caesars, the Caesars Sports app. Let me just show what it looks like. So you see that's the Caesars app.
Yeah.
And you could see once you unable, let's put it there, unable to get on it's still down.
That's William Hill.
It's been down since halftime of the Super Bowl.
Now, how is that possible?
People cannot, by the way, people couldn't bet the halftime. They couldn't bet live wagering. They couldn't get to their balances. They can't take their money out. They don't know what their bets did. Some people, I think I bet like 5 or 6 bets before I left.
Now, is that only if you bet on the app, or what if you bet in the Caesars Sportsbook? Same thing?
I got to tell you, John, it's a great question. I know there's certain William Hill Sportsbooks, like someone went downtown to cash a ticket, and they could not cash their ticket. So that was they went down. This is a place called Mahoney's Silver Nugget, way downtown, Bet area actually. But they have a William Hill in there, and they couldn't cash their ticket in there. And I was like, wow.
Is that something? Does the Gaming Control Board fine you for that? Could they be facing a fine and like a punishment?
I'm sure gaming is going to be looking into that because people are pissed off. They left town without their money. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Have you ever heard of this in the history of gaming?
Sites go down.
Sure.
Not for
5 minutes.
Not for 3 days here. 4 days. It's 4 days.
Right.
Not for 4 days. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah.
So you've got money tied up in this.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as it doesn't erase the entire database and knew what you had, which I don't know, anything looks like it can happen here. This looks like a really bad thing, whatever happened. I can't believe, think about it. In 2023, they don't have an IT department of a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fixed.
Like,
I'm not get it fixed instantly. Never mind 4 days later.
I'm not accusing anyone of shady business, but is it shady?
Well, they wouldn't. No, they don't.
Can't be, right?
They lost millions of dollars
because they won. They're on the right end of this, right?
They may have lost a ton of future income.
Right.
People will always remember this happened to their William Hill account.
Right.
So it's only in Vegas, by the way. Caesars here in all the states on the East Coast, all the other states is fine.
So only William Hill here in Vegas is having the issue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hill in Nevada. Yep.
Now, was this a story you saw on WSN.com this morning, or no? You like that segue?
I'm on there right now,
segueing. No, I don't. You like that?
Yeah, it was a segue.
Yeah.
No, there's but I tell you one thing, there's still some good bonus things. After Super Bowl, I didn't think they were going to be up there, these promos. The first thing you look at on the site is the three. I'm looking at 3 different articles here on bonuses up to $1,250 per place, and I love that section of the site. Get your there's still the article on the $6,750 on free bets in New York. These are all the different Ohio, Colorado, Arizona, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. There's 6 of them right in a row here with 5,000 or more. You can get sign up bonuses in your state, and you'll be getting ready for March Madness. Of course, there's always the latest from Wise Kracks. All our podcasts are on there. The latest prediction, news, and odds from around the country. Stories on the Super Bowl and some different things. Also, U.S. sports betting news. The latest in like the states that don't have sports betting and they're trying to get sports betting, and There's an article on Maine, Texas, Oklahoma, Massachusetts, Georgia, Kentucky. There's just 6 of the articles there. Again, I like the state-by-state guide. You can go literally every single state in the country, and you can go up and down and just click on the area that they do have the bonuses. WSN has negotiated unbelievable bonuses for you guys, better than actually going to some of the sites themselves. You can literally go to the sites, see the bonuses they give you compared to the ones that WSN has negotiated through WSN.com. So all one-stop shopping there, WSN.com.
Well said, Mr. Crackman. Well, man, this flew by this week. I like doing these little just me and you deals. I like it.
I do. I know that they're going to want some guests, though. I'll bring on someone for next week. I had some people I could have brought on here right away. Maybe we could. David Purdom we can bring on again, talk about some stuff. We could have brought him on to talk about the Super Bowl. I know Robert said he reads his articles every week. He likes him. He's a great one in the industry. I have a guy that lives in Vegas that's on ESPN, John Schifrin. We could bring him on. I talked to him. He said he'll come on anytime. So, all right, we'll bring someone on. But I like doing a lot of one-on-one. We filled up like almost a whole hour here just talking about stuff that was pertinent to the business here.
Yeah,
so.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Crackman, are you back? You back in Vegas next week?
Yep.
All right, I will see you
guys
next week,
friend.
We'll see you guys next week too.